Good morning, family. Today is March 22nd, I believe. I'm in Medellin, Colombia, and the country is locked down. I cannot leave the house. I cannot go to the airport. I'm stuck in this house right now, this Airbnb in Colombia during this coronavirus. What's going on, family? It's your man Miami Patron back for another video, coming to you from beautiful Medellin, Colombia. Let me guys give you a quick little view of this spot that I'm staying at. It's a beautiful, nice 9-bedroom penthouse in Laureles, and you can notice that it is very quiet. Look at this on the street. There's nobody on the street right now, not one person walking. Actually, there's a person walking right there, but they're not supposed to be. Oh, it's a mailman, it looks like. But anyways, check this out, guys. It is a complete ghost town right now. Right now, as we speak, let me open this up. Right now, as we speak, Medellin, Colombia is on voluntary lockdown. Now, there's only let me set this up right here. Now, there's only 200 cases in the country. Let's see if I can get this set up. Maybe it'd be better for you guys. There we go. So right now there's only 200 cases in the country, but they're doing a preventative voluntary action where apparently, this is based on the news, that the actual president of the country didn't want to do a lockdown, but the actual micro cities like Bogota, you know, Medellin, all these countries, and the governors of these, or the little mayors of these cities, said hell no, we shutting down. So we've been on lockdown now for about 4 days. I haven't left the house in 4 days, guys. I'm a very social person and I'm starting to get anxious, and it's been a little crazy lately. It's definitely been a little crazy. It was 2 days ago, I was sitting on my couch and I look up and the la migración, the migration, or what do you call it, immigration, was in my house, and I'm like, oh my god, how the hell did first of all, how the hell did you even get in my house? Because I don't know, I'm American, like, you can't just walk up into somebody's house. But then once again, I'm not in America, I'm in a third world country. I'm in Colombia right now, in South America, and I look up and these guys have masks on. They pull out their badge and they're like, yo, what's up though? Pull out the passport, fam. And I was like, oh shit, what is going on? And I can't help but laugh. I'm like, in my head I'm going on like, first of all, how the hell did you get in my house? Second of all, y'all like overreacting, like what like, I haven't left the house or anything like that. But anyways, they gave me my passport and they told me that I was on a mandatory quarantine. So check this out, guys. I landed in Colombia. Okay, check this out. So when I flew from San Diego to Fort Lauderdale. That was my layover. From Fort Lauderdale, I flew down to South America here in Colombia. When I was in Fort Lauderdale, I had a friend text me and I saw on the news that Trump had closed the borders to Europe and shut down all travel from Europe. And I'm sitting here in Fort Lauderdale on my layover like, holy shit. If I take this flight to South America, I might not be able to come back for a while. Who knows when? And that was actually a fear that was running through my head, but I actually prayed about it. My intuition told me to go ahead with the flight. So I knew that coming down here to South America, I might not be able to come back. Now, I thought it would just be Europe, but I didn't know it'd be the whole world and like this citywide lockdown. Like, there's not one person on the street right now. I can see, you know, there's a lot of balconies and stuff in these apartments, so a lot of people are hanging out on their balconies right now. So anybody that was entering in the state of Colombia, or in the country of Colombia, was supposed to be on a mandatory 14-day quarantine. I had no idea. The information that was coming to me in Spanish, which was this is a Spanish-speaking country, but I would think, like, you know, some information would come in English. So my first week, I'm running around, going to the store, going to the mall, just living life. But I was supposed to be on a 14-day quarantine, which is supposed to lift here in a couple days, but it doesn't matter because now the whole city's on quarantine. Everything is locked down. You can't even walk out. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. If you get caught out in the street right now, who knows what they'll either deport you, or if right now I think the airports are closed, they'll send you to, you know, a jail or something. I heard that 40 what do you call them, foreigners, I think they're European and some Americans, I'm not sure, didn't follow this curfew and ended up getting deported, one of them being a Colombian woman, and she's doing 8 years. So these guys are not playing around out here. So when they pulled up in my house and they're like, yo, where's your passport, boy? I was like, oh man, I don't know whether to laugh or whether to be like, damn, am I going back to the States? So it's kind of crazy right now that I'm a little stranded out here, but I'm not too worried because I'm in this beautiful, you know, penthouse right now. I think it's like 9 bedrooms. It's got a sauna. I'm actually on the lower floor at my room, but there's the upstairs, so I'm not really too worried about that. But I think it's just crazy right now. I've never been in this kind of situation. Not only am I on lockdown, I'm in lockdown in a foreign country in South America. I think tomorrow what's gonna happen is the president is doing a 19-day quarantine. So I guess this weekend, we went on quarantine on Friday. This weekend was supposed to be like a drill quarantine where it's supposed to be lifted on Tuesday at 3 a.m. But I guess he's extending it to 19 days. I think April 13th is when this official quarantine is gonna end. That means you cannot go outside. You can't even go to Starbucks. You can only go to the grocery store and to, you know, basically those kind of places. So I'm basically stuck here. They're even closing down the airport. So I had a choice, like, first of all, can I even get a flight? I have a friend here that has been trying to leave the country, and he couldn't even get a flight out. But I think that right now, if you're probably watching this video, you're probably in America or maybe in Europe. I think it's a little crazier over there. It's very calm here. People very nice, and I don't think there's that many cases. Last thing I heard, there's over 20,000 or 30,000 cases in America right now, in the United States. A lot of that coming from Europe. But right now, I think in the entire country of Colombia, I think there's only 200 people and 1 death. So I think they're doing it more as a preventative caution, more than, you know, the cities is just, like the country's just falling apart. I know Bogota has a majority of that, but it's not like the United States where right now entire, you know, cities and states are locked down because the virus is just exploding. I know that in New York it's exploding right now. But that's enough about the United States. Me being right now, how do I feel? Honestly, I've been a little afraid, just a little bit, but I have faith, and I always have a positive mindset, because as you know, I talk about the mindset, abundance, all that kind of stuff, and manifesting good things. So I always try to look at the good in everything that's going on. So I'm stuck in this house right now. Great thing, it's a penthouse and it's have a lot of space and stuff like that. I couldn't even imagine if I was living by myself, or like staying in a room with no windows or anything. Like a lot of these places are here in Colombia. I'd go insane. You know, the only way we can get groceries and supplies is there's an app called Rappi, which is like a delivery service. They pick up food, restaurants, groceries for you, cash. It's a really cool service. So they'll be picking up all my stuff for me. But I had a choice, like, do I go back to the United States, you know, with my family, or do I stay here in Colombia? And that was a hard choice. And it wasn't really a hard choice of matter of health, because I believe, you know, as far as like the outbreak, Colombia is a very healthy city, and now with the precautions that they're doing now, like, you know, Medellin, Bogota, Cali, Cartagena, all these places are completely shut down. I think that it's really gonna ease the spread of this virus. So I'm not really worried as far as like the spread of the virus and health. I'm more worried about like people's reactions and, you know, to what's going on. Like, for example, on tomorrow, I think they're officially going to close the borders, or the flights. First of all, I don't even know if I can get a flight, and secondly, I think they're going to officially close all flights coming in or going out for the next 30 days. So I think that's going to be kind of a crazy thing. But the thing was, I was planning on staying here in Colombia for the next 6 months anyway, so that's why I'm not really too worried. I was prepared to stay here for the next 6 months. But it's just a matter, there's always like a level of fear. Like, think about it, there's this worldwide lockdown. There's this thing that we've never been through, not only as a human, you know, as human beings, but just in your life. And so you're in this very uncertain time of how people are going to react, how governments are going to react, how, you know, how systems are going to, you know, handle this. But then you're stuck in a foreign third world country where you don't really know the traditions as well. I don't even speak Spanish that well. I'm still learning Spanish and understand it for the most part. So that's kind of like the biggest thing that's coming about. So I'll give you guys more updates on what's going on, because currently I am stranded here in Medellin, Colombia. I love it though. It's beautiful weather. It's beautiful weather, some of the best weather in the world. I grew up in San Diego, but this is by far the best weather. Super economical. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna give you guys a quick update of what's going on down here in South America during this quarantine. Maybe give you guys a little entertainment, because probably not too exciting in the United States, but being quarantined on lockdown in a third world country in Colombia, that's something exciting. Alrighty, guys, I'll see you guys next time. If you guys want me to have questions or want me to put more videos out like this, I'll put them out. So leave some comments and some questions in the description below. I'll see you guys next time. Miami Patron coming to you from Colombia. I'll see you guys next time.